Retro. Retro.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is New Mexico Flag Football Interview Series, Episode 1. We got Kyle Davis on air with us. We're going to be kind of talking about his fatherhood, how he likes the league, getting to know him a little bit more. So just want to let you guys know that we are going live. And so everyone tune in, share it if you can. I really appreciate it.
What's
Kyle,
up?
what's up?
How you doing, man?
Good, brother. Good, brother. So today we got Kyle Davis, wide receiver athlete from Public Enemy. How you doing today, man?
AKA Prime Time.
AKA Prime Time. I definitely gonna get into that for sure. So yeah, I've been wanting to sit down with you for an interview for a while. You're one of the most dynamic, athletic, elusive, down to earth receivers, athletes in the league. So I just wanted to kind of get to know you more on a deeper level and let the fans and all the players kind of get to know you a little bit better. So before we get started, kind of like tell us about Kyle. What makes Kyle Kyle?
I have a big passion for football. I'm 36 years old. I started playing tackle when I was 6. I played till I was 18, and then I stopped playing tackle and started playing flag when I was 19. So I've been playing for about 18 years. I have 2 kids. I have a daughter who's 20 months old, so almost 2, and then my son turns 7 this next month. He's a huge diehard football fan. That's it, man. Just football, and work and family. That's all I do. I don't drink, don't do anything bad. Just fun things and football.
I love it, man. I love it. I mean, talking about the family, it sounds like you stay busy with the kids and stuff. Like, what do you guys do outside of, outside of the football field and stuff?
We like to take the kids to the zoo or the aquarium, do things like that. Just walks to the park. Honestly, a lot of it includes football still. I only have my son half the time, and I don't think the day goes by that we don't throw the ball around when I have him.
I
So,
love,
you
I
know.
love. That's awesome, man. I know Carter's always there at the games. Your biggest fan.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not watching, he's over there breaking ankles on the sideline himself,
Yeah.
or throwing the ball with my daughters. My wife and kids absolutely love him, so he's a great kid. But yeah, so I want to kind of go into some random questions, just to get to know you. Like, what's your favorite food? I know we've had a player appreciation tournament once, and you're kind of standing away from the grill. What's your
Yeah.
favorite food,
I
man?
I eat real clean, so it's a lot of like chicken, rice, broccoli, a little bit of red meat and stuff like that. But I mean, honestly, my favorite dish is probably chicken, rice, and broccoli, man. Just keep it clean and keep it healthy. That's it.
Love it. I love it. I've
Kind of
tried
thing.
diet here and there, but I can never last. I'm a meat eater for sure. So
Yeah, my lady takes care of me. She cooks really good, and she knows all about the health a lot more than I do. So I just got to eat it. That's it.
there you go. Another question: when was like the first time you kind of got into sports? And was football your first sport?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, I started playing football when I was 6. I also started playing baseball at the same time. I was never that great at baseball. Um, I have an older brother who's 2 years older, and he was actually first team All State in football. So I just kind of followed his lead as a kid. Um, the elementary school I went to, there's a group of kids in the neighborhood, probably like 10 to 15 of us. We'd wake up early, play football before school. We'd stay after school, play football. So, I mean, it's just been a big part of my life, my whole life. So,
So you've been breaking ankles since a young age, like Carter.
Oh yeah. I used to be the little guy playing with my brother's buddies, and I couldn't tackle them, so I'd like trip them, and then they'd try to fight me, and then my brother would get my back.
See,
But
I love.
I'd still get them down some way, you know.
Heck yeah! Did you play like organized football, like as
I
a youth?
did, yeah. I did Yaffle
Okay,
from Pee-wees all the way up to high school.
nice.
Yeah.
What do you love most about the game?
Um, just competing, man. My dad, he actually played college sports. He was a college tennis player. My grandpa, he played for Mater Dei, which is #1 in the nation for football in high school. And then he had a full ride scholarship to the University of Washington. So, I mean, it's been such a big part of my life. Like I don't know, there's nothing better than playing football. If I have a stressful week at work, I go and take it all out on the field, and I feel refreshed for the next week.
Absolutely,
I it's
I
just
feel.
eat,
I
breathe, sleep football, man. It's crazy.
so pretty much just a long line of athletes, like my wife.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And
Yeah.
what college did your
University of Washington. He was
Washington?
a running back. Yeah.
Okay, like
Yeah,
in
he still holds some records at modern day, so he's like in the
that's big time.
trophy case.
Okay,
Just
okay,
pretty
awesome.
dope, you
And
know.
like about your football career, I mean, you're crazy on playing flag football, so I can only imagine, putting some pads on.
So
Like, what was your high school, and I mean, did you play college at all, or?
I didn't play college in high school. So in Yaffle, I always played running back. I was like the smallest kid on the team, but good agility, good moves. So I was always able to play running back. I was like never really off the field. So it was offense, defense, punt returner, kick returner. And then
Okay,
high school came around, and I was wide receiver. I played safety and punt returner, kick returner.
nice. Well, I mean, is receiver your favorite position?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah, and I actually stopped playing. So I was really good at track and field in high school, and so after my sophomore year, after playing JV, my track coach wanted me to do cross country, and
Okay.
so I gave up football
What?
because I was trying to become like a college runner, and
And
so cross country would make me better for the events I did.
wow. What was the reason you didn't go play college ball? Because I mean, you're definitely good enough,
Honestly, when I was in high school, I was like more of a mental block. Like I I had the abilities in high school, but I'd be like wide open and I'd be dropping balls and think, you know. So I don't know, there was something missing. And then after the pressure came off and I started just playing for fun, then I really started shining.
There you go. I love that, man.
You
That's
know.
kind of how it was with me, like my younger years in middle school and early high school years. I wasn't too good, and then I started developing and just kind of blossomed. Um, but yeah. So next question: what's your favorite NFL team and why?
The Dallas Cowboys. I was,
Dallas.
you know, I was born in Texas. My dad was in the military, and I was born at Fort Bliss in El Paso, and
Okay.
just born and raised a Cowboys fan. I think when I was like 5 years old, I probably knew as much as I do now about like at least the rosters and the NFL and stuff. I could name like every player on the Cowboys back then.
So is
So,
CD Lamb have a big season for me?
oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. What's your thoughts
Yeah,
on Brandon Cooks?
Brandon Cooks, he's a sleeper, bro. He's a
Sleeper. Okay.
sleeper. He still got it.
Okay. Okay. Did you
Sure.
did you go to high school in El Paso?
Say that again.
Did you go to high school in El Paso?
No, so I moved here when I was like 3 or 4 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I went to El Dorado.
All right, all right. Next question: what is your favorite player, or not? Who is your favorite player?
All time or current?
I would say all time.
Deion Sanders by far.
Okay, and what about current?
Current, man, maybe Lamar Jackson.
Okay, and what like which player would you say like your play style emulates the most?
Ooh, it'd have to be someone who's a good route runner since I'm a little old. I don't have the speed I had that I used to have. But I'm always open. So
So who would you
I
say,
don't
man?
know. It's
Oh,
maybe,
new
I don't
school or
know, man, maybe Michael Irvin back in the day. And then now is maybe Cooper Cup.
ooh, okay.
Mm.
That's awesome. So my family, they wanted me to ask you, like, how do you make guys miss so much? I mean, your hip work is crazy. I mean, they're asking like did you used to do like salsa back in the days? Like, how,
It's
how do you
I
have,
got good dance moves, man. I got good hips, and I can definitely do some salsa. But
okay, okay.
it just comes natural. When I was young, that's why I was always a running back. I was slippery, and I had really good cuts. And
Yeah,
then yeah, I mean, it adapted well to flag football, and then just learning how to turn your hips and do little things like that.
right. I mean, that's a big part of the game is being able to, have not only have feet work, but when it comes to flag football, you have to have that hip work as well.
Oh
Um,
yeah, it takes a
that
little bit to get used to if you're coming from tackle, and I'm sure you've seen it with a lot of the good athletes that come into the league, and it's
absolutely.
like their first season, and they don't really understand how to move on the field. It's a little different.
Are there any players that come to mind that have really good like hip work in our league that rings a bell?
Oh man, there's quite a few. I'd say Chrissy, he's always Skrilla, you
Yep.
know,
Jalen
uh,
from Stated. Yeah.
Jeremy on our team, Dom.
Oh, Jeremy's. Whew, he,
Yeah, and
he get the
Dom's
ball.
probably the hardest guy to pull in the league, I'd say.
Dom, I could definitely probably agree with that.
Fast, low to the ground, shifty.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like
yeah,
a Darren Sproles.
exactly. So, I mean, you're one of the most. I mean, you're a vet in the league. How do you like? I mean, you're pretty level-headed as well. I mean, a lot of these guys are super passionate and they just get kind of fired up. You're pretty level-headed. Um, what makes you so level-headed? In these games when
It
they're.
depends on the game you're watching. I mean,
I was actually
I normally
that as
I
well.
normally don't bark. I normally
Oh,
don't bark until I'm barked at.
okay.
But
That's what I
once,
feel. That's when you turn into prime time, right?
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to get me going. That's a bad idea. Everybody knows that.
Hey, I love it.
But that all comes back to being competitive with my dad when I was younger. We would like play ping pong since he has a tennis background, and I'd be beating him by like 10 points, and then he'd just break me down mentally and come back and beat me. So I'm mentally strong.
And so, I mean, how do you handle pressure? Like when it comes to football.
Oh, I don't know how to explain it, but I love having that moment. I love being on the spotlight. I don't know how to explain it, but I can shine when needed. I want the ball on the big plays, and that's just how I've always been.
Right. I love that, man. Okay, so let me see. Next question. In the league, defensively, if you could pick one team defensively, like who would you say has like the best defense in our league that I mean, I'm sure you're a competitor, so you look forward to playing against, but also and if you're going up in a championship game, who do you not want to play against?
I'd say probably overall most hated.
Okay.
They just have a ton of athletes, but I'd say the best corner in the league is Ryan from
Okay.
Chaos. Yeah,
Okay.
I think he can shut down anyone in the league.
Interesting. That's interesting. No, I didn't like. I know he's super nice at receiver, but I didn't know like he was a lockdown corner like that.
Oh, he's crazy. His footwork and his fundamentals are better than anyone.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, I guess enough about primetime. Let's talk about primetime junior.
Oh
Carter.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Carter. How old he is. What are the things he likes to do outside of the football field?
So Carter, I started him at football. It was like the week he turned 4 years old. I signed him up for a 7 and under league. I had no idea it was 7 and under. I thought it was or just like 4 year olds. And we get out there. I was super nervous because there's kids like a foot taller than him. and he started getting it right away, man. He started shining. And I had only worked with him for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks before that, so I was super nervous. I don't like to put him in things unless he's prepared, you know. But yeah, he took a liking to it right away. He's been playing year-round ever since then, so he's almost 7, so I think he's got like 7 seasons under his belt already. But I coach his team. I started off just assistant coaching, and then I ended up taking over the coaching spot. We have probably like 4 or 5 kids that have stuck with us for a couple years now. And man, if I had to choose, I'd pick watching him over playing. Honestly, it's like such a joy. And if you're watching the highlights right now, he straight dominates, and he's got a bright future, man.
He reminds me
super
of
focused for that age.
What was that? He reminds me of a young McCaffrey, you know.
Oh yeah, and he's already got hip moves and everything.
Oh, this is one of my favorite plays. Look at his face on this one when he runs by.
And he got his flag pulled and didn't even know it on that one. Yeah, and that's with Dontrell Moore, the best running back from the Lobos.
Yeah, it's a legend right there.
Yeah,
yeah, man. I'm excited to kind of you know, now be in your guys' life and kind of watch his journey. You know, like
yeah, for sure.
My wife and my girls are big fans of him, and so it's exciting. I'm excited to kind of see him grow and see, you know, where his football career kind of.
Oh, it's gonna be cool, man.
What would what would you describe him in 3 words?
Let's see. Smart, handsome, and fast.
Okay. Yeah. I love it. That's awesome. And then I did have another question. If you could leave a message for Carter that one day he could look back to in the future, or what would that message be?
I'm proud of you. Chase your goals, and you can do anything that you put your mind to.
Love it. I love it. I think the sky's the limit. I think he's gonna do big things. That's awesome.
Absolutely, yeah. He's got a bright future, man.
Brandon G said, "Kyle, do the roar." But that's awesome, man. Well, I really appreciate you coming on. I think.
Thank you for having me, man.
For this being our first episode, I feel like it went awesome. So thanks for kind of setting the tone. And but as a player, you're an amazing player. As a father, you know, definitely look up to you, you know, and respect you.
Likewise, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Do you have any shout outs, or do you want to say anything about the league while we have you on?
Yeah. So this first week we play deep balls. We play you guys, Mamba, and Most Hated. And I'm guaranteeing you guys we go 3-0, and I'm gonna at least get 5 tutties.
Dang.
At least.
5.
So be ready. Be ready.
Okay.
Week 1, we're coming out firing. We got a lot of statements to make this season. We're definitely the best team in the league, and we have not got our championship yet. So we're coming.
Okay. Well, I got you on real quick. I mean, can we do like a preseason ranking?
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Let's do this. Let's start with D2. Do you know the teams on D2 for the most part?
I don't. No.
So basically, you're gonna have Gimme Some. You're gonna have the Kings. You're gonna have Global Gym. You're gonna have the Outlaws, and Spiritual Snipers.
Okay, so I say Gimme Some number 1.
Okay.
And then Spiritual Snipers. And then Outlaws. And then who else was in it?
Global Gym.
Yeah, Global Gym's below that.
And Kings.
I'll put Kings above Outlaws this year. So I'll put them at 3rd. They got a bunch of athletes. They just need a quarterback.
Hey, a little birdie told me they actually picked up a pro quarterback. So.
Oh, really? So they might be a team then.
he might be slaying D2, so it's gonna be interesting. I love how we got Donovan from the Villains. We'll have this new guy. We got a lot of ex-pro players and college players in the league.
More competition, the better, man.
Absolutely. And then D1.
D1, we got Public Enemy. Then I'm gonna go Most Hated. Then Nemesis. Then Mamba. Then Deep Balls. Who am I missing? Oh no, Chaos. I'll put Chaos above you guys.
Dang.
Those are my boys. And then who else is there? Am I missing one?
The Villains.
Oh yeah, I'd put the Villains at the end. Donovan doesn't like me too much, so he gets last place.
He turned you in the prime. Oh man. And then I think I've done pretty much. I don't know if you have any shout outs, family members that you'd like to kind of shout out, or anyone.
No, man, just Carter will be there tomorrow night. I'm excited, and this is definitely my favorite league in New Mexico. I've been playing for 18 years at flag football. I've played in multiple leagues, and I'd say this is the best league. They keep stats, players' of the week. Get to play on turf fields under the lights. There's not much better than that, man.
Awesome. Man, I really appreciate you, and look forward to see you tomorrow. And I'm holding you to that 5 tutties for sure.
At least, bro.
At least. Love it.
Yeah,
well, cool,
and we're gonna hold Seth to 0.
Gonna hold Seth, bro?
Yeah, we're gonna shut him down.
I think he had 3 last time against you guys.
Well, last time he took that hard hit. Remember?
Oh yeah.
But before that, he definitely had 3 on us.
Yeah. Well, cool, brother. Well, I appreciate your time, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, brother. Have a good night. Thank you.
Sir, have a good one.